You know a story is great when the music comes on and it just makes you relive the experience that you felt. The emotions, the drama, the characters, even revisiting the area can spark up these memories. That's the power that the Fontaine Archon quest had on me, 4.0 and 4.2 especially. But you know what sucks? We probably won't get something of that caliber again until Natlan. When Fontaine dropped and the story was hitting, I was locked into Genshin. During all the events, side events, during my friends' accounts, I was full timing this game because the story had given me a reason to play. It gave me a purpose. I can understand quality versus quantity in Genshin. In a patch of Genshin, we get 3 versions of an Archon quest followed by an interlude chapter later down the line, with multiple main and smaller events to hold us over that will have a quest line. Not particularly a story, but a quest line. And over the years, the quality of these have improved. These side stories are nice, but after the phenomenal Archon quest, I'm craving more. I really am. Genshin has been constantly improving their writing, and it really shows. Not just with this specific quest, but the 4.3 Muskets and Roses and the 2024 Lantern Rite had stories that I enjoyed, but none that really left a lasting impact on me. Now granted, not all of these events have characters that are necessarily my favorite, and that's fine. Genshin has a large cast that's going to keep growing, but it's a development that I love. 4.3 was such an enjoyment to me because I, like so many others, got time to spend with Farina, Navia, Nouvellette, the entirety of the Fontaine cast. Then later on we got introduced to Chiori, reintroduced to Ayaka and Yorimiya, and with the Fontaine and Sumeru Archon quest, they just kept on getting better and better, and then we just kind of stopped. And that's where my issue comes from. Genshin can clearly tell a great story, but it's always limited to wanting to tell it in 3 to 4 patches if we're counting the interlude. Of course, there are so many stories going on in the world, and that's what the world quests are for. Those don't stop once we hit a certain patch. They can give us new world quests each and every patch. But of course, with that comes a dip in quality. They're not supposed to be on the same level of the Archon quest, but while they do tell a story, they're not even voice acted. The full immersion isn't there, and the writing isn't always there either. But they're a lot easier to put out than an Archon quest, and thus we're able to get them almost every patch. Yet Genshin has made it clear that they want to improve certain parts of their game over others. The writing, visuals, and storytelling of the Archon quest have improved dramatically since 1.0. So why not also improve the frequency of this content? Patches run from point O to point A, yet the main story, the so-called Archon quest that holds the highest importance besides money, only runs from point O to point 2. That's 3 sets. It's not a lot, but I know. Genshin at its core is a gacha game, but you can't tell me that from early on, Genshin wasn't trying to be known for something other than just waifus. And I feel as if we're in a state where Genshin could put more effort into adding additional Archon quests throughout the patches. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy the little events that we have that have a storyline. Fremone's event is a great example of us getting a short, condensed storyline that had quality. But just as fast as we got it, it was gone. Would I want a new Archon quest every patch? No. The lighter patches are sometimes a nice breather, but too many and the game starts to feel a bit stale. I know that not everything can be crazy all the time, and breaks are nice, but we go months without a story that I feel is truly engaging. 4.0 dropped in August, and 4.2 dropped in November, following Genshin's same schedule. But from basically December to August, we're kind of just playing the waiting game, causing players to fall out and what many feel like we're getting filler patches. Yeah, filling in the content in between the next nation. I understand their points. And then when a new nation drops, we're all pulled back in, enjoying the amazing story, and then pulled back out. Maybe this is the casual experience that MiHoYo wants, even though they constantly want our money, but can't constantly put out quality level quests that draw us in for an extended time. Keyword there is quality. Some of the world quests are just long, but that doesn't always mean that the length is justified. Who knows? Maybe Fontaine just had such a lasting effect on me that I want to relive that experience again. But after seeing 4.3, which was a cool hangout, 4.4 which had Gaming's story with his father and Lantern Rite, with the addition of Fontaine's cast, meeting Hu Tao and Zhongli, which was really freaking cool, and now with 4.5 and Mondstadt wine delivery and cats. The cats are really cute. It just feels like we're missing something. Maybe that's what the hangouts and character story quests are supposed to be, but that's for a different day. And keep in mind, Archon quests still only appear in the first half of the patch, so it's about 45 hours of story that has to hold us over for around a month, and then nothing really past 4.2. Hopefully 4.6 will give us something, but if Natlan has the equivalent quality of Fontaine, or perhaps even better, and then nothing again, we'll just be right back to the filler loop, and Genshin just not being all that great again. And that's such a shame because there's really something brilliant here.